Mark Robinson. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? Great. Microphone that's way, man. That's like somebody's gonna go, yeah. Get that out of the way. So very first thing is, very first thing as always, I'm going to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. He's the reason why we're able to do what we do, and the reason why we have all these wonderful freedoms. But I don't like standing back here, so I'm not. If I come out from behind this microphone, can you hear me? Yes. I'm not going to stand behind that microphone, man. That microphone, that's about to drive me insane. I don't like that. So here it is. I want y'all to think about something for a second. So I opened up Facebook one day, and I saw on Facebook that some washed up singer had decided that he was going to run for office as a leftist Democrat. And I watched his entire video. And you know why I watched his entire video? Because the very first person I saw on his video was me. I said, I don't think this individual is conservative. Why am I on his video? So I watched it. The next person I saw on his video was a fellow named Madison Cawthorn. Now, I watched his entire video. Let me tell you what I heard. What I heard was, I hate Mark Robinson and I hate Madison Cawthorn. Here's what I did not hear. I did not hear him utter one word about what he was going to do for the people of North Carolina. Not one word came out of his mouth about what he was going to do for unborn children, for our Second Amendment, those who hold it dear. He didn't say one word about what he was going to do for our children in our schools and teachers in our schools. He didn't say one word about what he was going to do for our veterans or for our law enforcement. Not one word did he utter about any of those things. All he talked about was the fact that he hates Mark Robinson. And why was it like that? Why was all that he had was, I don't like Mark Robinson and Madison Cawthorn? Because that leftist clown and all these leftist clowns is WRAL in here taking notes. Back in elementary school, I believe clown is spelled C-L-O-W-N. Yes. All of them. They don't have one leg to stand on. Not one. Not morally. Not spiritually. Not scientifically. Not politically. They don't have one leg to stand on. Every one of their policies fails. Fails you. Fails your children. It fails our schools. It fails our Constitution. It fails our state. It fails our nation. So all he has to stand on is his disposition of this big fella, as he put it. You know what's going on with the left right now is sad. What's going on with the Democratic Party is sad. The Democratic Party cannot tout any successes over the last 25, 30 years. Zero successes. Nothing makes me angrier than to see Governor Cooper at the opening of a big business in this state. Why? Because Governor Cooper didn't do it. Tim Moore did it. Jimmy Dixon did it. This fellow sitting here did it. Very few folks did it. We did it. Republicans. Those Republicans in office. We're the ones that were responsible for that. Not Roy Cooper. He's not responsible for it. You take a look to see what happened in this state since 2010. The absolute stunning success that we've had in this state since 2010. That is due to Republican, conservative, principled leadership.
He's right.
That's the reason why we are where we are. We are to continue to succeed. We need to make sure we have that principal leadership still in office. That's why it's important for you to be here tonight with Matthew Winslow. That's why it's important. You see, I used to be real shy about asking folks for money. Remember the first time when I was running my campaign and my campaign guy sat me down and said, we're going to make phone calls. And I said, really? Like prank phone calls? He said, no, we're going to call people and ask them for money. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I just it didn't sit right with me. I didn't like it. And then one day it hit me like a ton of bricks. Hey, you know, somewhere right now, Bernie Sanders is on the phone calling people, asking them for money so that he can spread communism in this country. AOC is somewhere asking people for money so she can spread socialism and communism and leftism in this country. If they can do it to spread that in this nation, I can do it to spread freedom in this nation. The reason why I'm here tonight is to support Matthew Winslow and to make sure he goes back into office and he has what he needs, the funds that he needs in order to be able to go to North Carolina and continue to make sure the good times keep rolling right here in this state under Republican leadership. And you know, it's not just, who is it?
That's him for money.
That's the white man.
No. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll talk to you in just a minute, baby. I'm giving a speech right now. Yes, ma'am. No, I swear I really give it. I'll call you right back.
That's gold. That was gold. That was gold. Gold.
So not only has leftist policy failed this state, I want you to take a look at what's happening in this country since that real President Trump. Remember him? Remember that guy? Remember the mean tweets? Oh yeah, let me have those mean tweets back. And that $2.50 gas, $1.98 gas. I'll take all that. Food on the shelf, yeah, I'll take all that. Throw some more mean tweets, please. We got this guy in office right now. I call him an incompetent incompetent. Now, the incompetent part, that did not come from me, guys. That was the Italians who said that. But Joe Biden's policies have failed this nation. Failed. He has been an abject failure in this nation. Joe Biden has failed everywhere from Afghanistan to where you stand.
Good one.
He's been a total failure. He shut down our pipeline and caused our gas prices to go through the roof. And the Russians are running theirs with no problem. Matter of fact, they're using some of that gas right now, about to go attack Ukraine with it. That debacle he had in Afghanistan was an absolute uncalled for embarrassment. If ever there should have been a reason a president should have been ousted from office, it was that. And all the generals that he put in charge too should have been gone as well. It was an embarrassment and a shame to the men and women who fought so hard to secure those places. You can take a look at what he's done to our economy. You know, Joe Biden had the nerve to try to tell the American people they need to tighten up their belts, be a little more frugal. You've got to be kidding me. How many millions and trillions of dollars is the federal government in debt? They're going to tell you you need to be more frugal? Anybody needs to be more frugal. It's the folks in Washington, D.C. None of us. This Biden administration is a danger to this nation and a precursor to what will come if we do not do what we need to do. And what we need to do starts right here at home. Starts right here at home. You know, a little while back, some people called me up, wanted me to run for the Senate, wanted me to go to D.C., and I said, no, sir, I'm not going to do it. I can't go up there and help. I can't go up there and fix that, straighten out that mess. But I tell you what I can do. I can stay right here in North Carolina and make sure that we have some warriors here in this state that are in charge that can slam the door where we go. Tell them right where to go. When we think about these things, stop just saying, well, yeah, I'm a Republican. You know, I don't really like to get too deeply involved in politics. We gotta stop being silent. Silent majority cannot afford to be silent anymore. Every time we turn around, they're trying to steal our freedoms. You don't think it's true? Just look at what's going on with a little thing called medical freedom in this country. Now I want you to think about this. The exact same doctors, some of the exact same doctors who last year the left was hailing as COVID warriors and heroes who were going to work every day. These folks were going to work every day, you know, when this whole thing started. No vaccine, very much uncertainty. They were still getting up, going to work every day. Caring for their patients and doing what they need to do. Putting their lives on the line as they see it. But now those same doctors who treated people at the height of this pandemic, many times at their own peril and their family's peril, are now being told that their medical expertise is no good anymore. They got to follow along with the big cabal or big pharma and the machinations of the left. Folks, that's not how it's supposed to be. And let me be the first one to say this. I am not anti-vaccine. My job as an elected official is not to tell you to take the vaccine or not take the vaccine. It's to make sure the vaccine is available if you want it. But here's what else should be available to you if you want it. Ivermectin should be available to you if you want it. Monoclonal antibodies should be available to you if you want it. And any other treatment that your doctor, your trusted medical professional sees fit should be available. What we are currently doing with our medicine in this country is dangerous. Yes. And if we continue to allow it, I can assure you it's going to come back. It's going to bite us in our butt in a major way. And it's another piece of that puzzle here in North Carolina that we need to put in place to make sure that this kind of stuff never happens again in this state. We need to slam the door on the federal government on the left and let them know in this state, doctors can practice medicine as they see fit, and so can patients. So we're going to fight for that. One more thing. We had an attorney today who had the nerve to stand up in front of the court and say she's a leftist attorney who is fighting against our maps. I think the new maps are going to get drawn by these leftists. I think what's going to be is going to be a red circle around Raleigh, and there's going to be a line that's going to go all the way around to California. It's going to circle that. It's going to be North Carolina's new maps. This lady had the nerve to say, we all know how black people vote. Something like that.
Yes, it is.
She said, we all know how black people vote.
What?
Really? Unlike Blazing Saddles, it is not turned on. Some 300,000 plus black people in this state rejected leftist policy and voted the vote. And this is what she knows. She has not a clue. And once again, it proves that Democrats believe that they still own black people. Their voices, their votes, their thoughts, and everything else. And I'm here to tell her the numbers of that 300,000 are growing every day. People are waking up across this state and this nation, and they're beginning to realize that many of the failures that we're seeing come directly from those folks on the left side of the aisle. So, again, it's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to stand up for Tim Moore, Jimmy Dixon, and Matthew Winslow, and all these guys. If you're in the House of Senate here, stand up real quick. Stand up. House of Senate members, stand up real quick. Guys, these are the guys right here. When you see me on, what's that called? That Dan Bongino? Newsman? Well, I'm doing that. These guys are back down there in Raleigh fighting them crazy Democrats every day. And they are getting it done. Now, a few minutes ago, Matthew asked me he said, what I owe you keeping you online? You don't owe me a thing. You know why? Because my flight got canceled. That's what do this because I want guys like you to return back to the House, return back to the Senate, so we can continue to do what we've been doing in this state. The story that we have to tell of how Republican leadership has turned this state around is a glorious story. And you're a major part of that. And the only thing we want is for you to go back, get back in office, and continue to do what you're doing. We're proud of you. We're here for you. Anytime you need me, I'm committed to you. All you got to do is give me a call. Thank you for having me. Last thing I'm going to say is this. Guys, don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to tell people, number one, that you are a patriot of this nation.
Right.
Number two, that you are a Republican. Don't be afraid to tell them, because we got all the right in the world on our side right now. The other side over there, they don't have a leg to stand on. You need to go out and tell your friends about the distinct difference between how we think and how we operate, how we govern and how they govern, and the successes that we've had and the failures that we're seeing under them. Stand up and be proud to be Republicans. Support Matthew Winslow and all the Republicans in your area, and let's wrap this state up in red and move forward.